How do you feel most respected in a relationship?
Alex, we got to start over.
No, you don't need to start over. Jordan, you can cut it.
Okay, we'll just be able to cut.
How do you feel most respected? Okay, I'll start it off.
Hold on,
Are we going?
hold on, we're bouncing.
Yeah, so you
All
can't hit the.
Okay.
That was my
Oh,
Yeah.
Andreas. Come on,
Okay.
bro.
Cut. Start it over again.
How do you feel most respected? You go
How do
ahead.
you feel
go ahead and
most
take this
respected in a relationship?
I think that's a great question that has a lot of different parts to it, and for each guy, varying from each one of us is probably a little bit different. You guys got any from your personal experiences? Anything that you'd like to add to that question?
For me, it's really straightforward. Like just verbal affirmation in a relationship. It's like you did really good at this, or like I think you're gonna do really well in this, or just real straightforward for me.
Being appreciative, like to lead a relationship as a guy, it takes kind of a lot of effort, at least mindful, thought to put into it. So just appreciation, saying like, yeah, like thanks, I really appreciate what you're doing for me.
Yeah, I echo what everyone else said. I think just the encouragement aspect and making sure that I know that the person that I'm dating is with me and supports me and encourages me.
Anything else? Okay, so on the flip side, how do you feel most disrespected in a relationship?
What was the question?
How do you feel most disrespected?
Anyone want to take this one?
I'd say it's easy whenever, as guys, I know it's important for us to try and lead and make good decisions in relationships, kind of as a team, but also for guys as leaders to step up as Christian men. And it's easy to feel disrespected if a girl's kind of going against everything that you both have committed to, or everything that maybe you're trying to do for the both of you. Just kind of going the other way, and
Yeah, for me, it's just like I could point to just not being taken seriously.
I know I feel most disrespected when I don't feel like I have that encouragement support, and then probably most often when I feel kind of insulted or made fun of a little bit, especially by the person that I'm dating or the person that I'm with. Like if I can handle it, obviously I have a thick skin, but if it's coming from the person that I'm dating or the person I'm in a relationship with, then it's a lot more difficult to have those insults or things like that where I kind of feel like I am looked down upon a little bit or just don't look as smart or something like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good.
Okay. What are your expectations for the female in the relationship? What's her role?
Inspire me.
I think support is huge. You gotta feel supported, like encouraged all the time.
Guys.
I think, I need that support, and I need to be challenged too. Like, I feel like that support is huge. I know that if I have difficult times where I feel like I'm not able to accomplish something, if I have that significant other telling me that I can't accomplish that thing, then it makes me, like, a lot more invested into that person as well.
Yeah, and I think in addition to all these things, it can be broken down pretty simply into just, all we're looking for is someone who's going to be our best friend, whatever a best friend would do. They're there to talk to, they're there, for a pick me up, but, at the same time, it's like, we know it's not all about, we need to expect girls to do all this thing, we need to do our part too. But if we could say one thing, it's just we're just looking for a best friend that we can be with and enjoy every day.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome. Okay. How hard is it to keep your thoughts pure?
Tough.
Very tough.
Constant battle.
Yep.
That
Next
I think
question.
that kind of speaks for itself. That it's not easy for any guy. It's something that on a daily basis, hour to hour, minute to minute basis, you got to deal with it because it's just like anyone can have thoughts pop into their head. A lot of guys get it. You have a choice. You can deal with them and you can battle them successfully, but a lot of guys have a choice about once those thoughts pop into their head, what do you do with them? And the Bible talks about making your thoughts obedient to Christ, and taking them captive. And I mean, as Christian men, all of us are in one sense or another try and hold each other accountable to this and many other things. But we know that it's one of those things that it's good to have good people around because it isn't an easy battle and it's a challenge every day.
And for girls, it's important not to put us into situations where we have to fight really hard to stay pure. If they know it's a battle, then they have to kind of protect us by acting a certain way or dressing a certain way and not making us stumble, not causing us to stumble.
Yeah, I mean, I just further echo what they've said. I don't think girls really understand how much of a battle it is, and like we were saying earlier, it's a minute by minute battle, and it doesn't matter how strong you are in your faith. I mean, that definitely helps, being rooted and spiritually sound, but you're still going to have those temptations that are hitting you all the time, and you have to stand up against those, and it's just a lot, and I don't think girls in specific really understand how tough it is and the constant mental battle that's happening.
So do you think as females they just need to understand that? So say you're at a restaurant eating with your significant other and you recognize an attractive woman because we're humans and that's what we do. Does she just need to understand that's how we're wired, or is that something as men you guys need to try not to let your eyes wander?
I mean, I think it's both parts need to make an effort. As men, we definitely need to make a conscious effort to not put ourselves in situations like that. Mm-hmm. But as women, you need to understand that there are going to be times when you look across the street and there's an attractive mm-hmm. girl, and it's nothing you can do to avoid it. It just happens. But I think both sides have a responsibility there.
I think as men too, it's important that we do address it, because a lot of guys, they follow the you can look but don't touch philosophy, where that'll get you in plenty of trouble. But God, I feel like God made this rule for a reason, not to look at a woman with lust, because that's still against God's commands, and He did it for a reason. That it's both for our benefit and also the girl we're with for her benefit, because you can still be thinking about all sorts of other girls in your head, and that'll do just as much damage to your relationship as actually pursuing those thoughts. But yeah, I think it's real important to continually address this issue.
You guys good with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. What things are most attractive to you in a woman that you're with? Things she can say or do or anything.
I love a girl with a great smile. Someone who's got a good, fun, positive attitude, and especially a girl that's confident in herself, because when a girl's confident in herself, then you can just instill more confidence in her and build her up. But when a girl's down on herself, it's hard to cheer somebody like that up. Girls are a lot more self-conscious, I think, than guys are in general, and so having a girl that's confident about herself and knows that she's awesome is a huge attractive thing.
Yeah, I'd echo that too. I think obviously as guys we're going to be directed towards physical beauty at first, but it's more about once you get past that physical stuff. Obviously the physical aspect, the charm and beauty, that's all going to fade with time. But the thing that's going to last is are you good friends with that person? Can I be really good friends with that person? Can I spend 40, 50, 60 years with that person? When you start to look at it from that perspective, it changes everything. And I think for me, I know that I want to be best friends with that person. And I want to make sure that I can relate to that person, I can have fun with that person, I can joke with that person. And I know that person is going to be a great wife, and then on top of that, a great mother for the kids that I have, and a great leader in the family too.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I don't know what I would want in the future, but right now, like, independence is a big thing with me. Like, a girl that wants to spend time with me a lot, but at the same time is not like constantly needing affirmation from me.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll kind of close that out by saying, I know it's definitely variable again, person to person, but I mean, a girl that you like, a girl who prays. Like, I always thought that was really cool. Just like a girl who you know is taking her faith seriously and who's really, I mean, when she takes it seriously, that helps you out and the people around her. But that's something that's like, like Jordan said, once looks are gonna fade, as the years go by, and a lot of things start to fade, but like that character, that stuff inside, like, doesn't mean it's gonna be there, and it's gonna continue to grow, and not just strengthen your relationship as time goes by.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap up with one more.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you feel like women maybe have misconceptions of, or just anything else they need to know about the way a man is wired that they may not understand because they're wired so differently?
Your words, I would say your words are a lot more powerful than you think they are. And guys have this kind of persona or whatever. For girls, that we think that, the girls think that the guy's real tough or whatever, but your words have a huge impact.
Yeah.
And a lot of girls don't understand how strong that impact is.
Right. We don't like to voice our emotions a lot. Like, I'd be the first guy to tell you that I do. I'm a pretty emotional guy, but I don't like to voice it. It'll show sometimes, but I just kind of turn off whenever I get upset or angry.
I mean, I guess that we're very focused on like one thing at a time, and so like we pick one thing that we're focused on, and we're gonna like put all our energy and effort into that one thing. And like, I mean, I've had girls before be like, "What are you thinking about right now?" And like I'm not really thinking about a whole lot. Like, I'm just
Don't ask me that question again.
Like, but like girls just, I mean, I think because they think about all other things like all at the same time, and for a girl to know that it's okay if I'm not thinking about her all the time, like I still like her, that doesn't mean that I don't like her. I'm just focused right now on something else, and don't take that as like a disrespect or that I don't care about her.
Yeah, and I think kind of on top of all these things, just the fact that we are different, a lot of problems are going to come up because we're different, but maybe not, like, neither side's wrong. We just do things differently. We forget things. We forget to do stuff because we don't think about it the way, because our minds are different, or just the way we live our daily lives on with a different purpose. We're just different. I think the overarching theme there is both sides need a lot of grace. So I think that's something to be very it's something to learn, and to be hopefully we grow it and learn to give it and receive it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Hey, girl.
Yep.
Bye, girls.
Later.
See ya.
Hope it helps.
Thanks for watching. It was great.